Hey everybody, it's a Trackstar Ninja, and I am back with another video. In today's video, we're going to discuss my Sasuke 37 predictions. Okay, so Sasuke 37, which also we know as Ninja Warrior, it's going to be airing tomorrow, December 31st. I'm not quite sure what time. It's aired in Japan. The last time I watched it, it was probably around like 5 in the morning. So, but I'm not sure who's streaming it. So, if I find out that information, I'll leave a link down below. But it's an awesome tournament. Sasuke 36 was amazing. We almost saw Yusuke Morimoto complete the entire course. He was just off by a few seconds. So, and we just had some surprising runs. Some extraordinary competitors compete, and I'm extremely excited for Sasuke 37. So, let's look at this course now. We have here, we're on the first stage. As you can see, the obstacles, we have the quad steps, rolling hill, wing slider, fishbone kai, dragon glider, tackle, and the Tatsu Kabe, also known as the warp wall. Now, these are the same obstacles as from the previous tournament, but on the fishbone kai, it's actually, they switch it up. So the fishbone, which was like kind of they're walking through and the things are spinning towards them, trying to knock them off. They're actually going in opposite directions. So this makes it a little bit more advanced and tougher for the competitors. So now I'm going to get to my results. Now, I'm not going to go over all the competitors because I don't know them, and I'm pretty sure some of you don't know them as well, but I'm going to go over the major ones and the very familiar faces. So we are going to start with Ashlyn Herbert. Now, if you don't know Ashlyn Herbert, he is an Australian Ninja Warrior. He's competed on Ninja Warrior Australia, I think 2 seasons. He also was on USA vs. the World, the last one. He went against Streschel in the final stage. So he has some experience, some ninja experience. Now on Sasuke, the courses are a little bit different. If I would have to make a prediction for him, I don't really know him as much. I haven't seen him train a lot. He should be able to get past stage 1. I don't think stage 2 would be an issue for him. I am going to say flying bar stage 3. Let me just show you guys obstacles too as well before I continue. So that was the first stage obstacles. Here are the second stage. So we have the salmon ladder, Nabori, Kadari. It looks like that first obstacle is unknown for right now. We'll find that out tomorrow. The spider walk, spider drop, backstream, reverse conveyor, and the wall lifting. So those are the second stage obstacles. Here's the third stage obstacles, the flying bar, the sidewinder, the planet bridge, the infamous ultra crazy cliffhanger, the vertical limit, Kai, well it should be Kai, and then the pipe slider. And then the final stage is a combination of the spider walk, salmon ladder, and rope climb. So those are the obstacles. So if I would have to predict for Ashlyn, I think he should be able to get past stage 1 and 2. I'm going to say the flying bar, anywhere between there and the cliffhanger, the ultra crazy cliffhanger. I don't think he's getting anywhere past the crazy cliffhanger. But my bold prediction for him is the flying bar stage 3. Next. Tatsuya Tada. Now this guy had a breakout performance last season. He trains with Yuuji, Ryo, Yusuke. He's part of that group. He does have his own gym, and he advanced all the way to the final ledge in the vertical limit Kai in Sasuke 36. He impressed everybody. Nobody expected him to get that far. So he has a lot of expectations coming in. He's pretty low, but I'm very confident that he can get past stage 1. Stage 2 shouldn't be a problem. If I would have to make a prediction from here, I'm pretty sure he's trained a lot more after Sasuke 36 on the vertical limit Kai. I do want to say do have confidence that he could beat stage 3. But once again, anything could happen. So my prediction for him is vertical limit Kai, the third ledge, probably close to the transition to the bar to the pipe slider, or to the final stage. And on the final stage, I do not think he's going to complete it. I think he would probably time out on the salmon ladder portion, or he would time out from there to the rope climb. I'm not sure how strong he is on the salmon ladder. I've only seen him train on the cliffhanger and vertical limit. So my bold prediction for Tada, I'm going high here and saying he's going to advance to stage 4, but he is going to fail the salmon ladder portion. He'll time out there. Now we have Masashi Hioki. Now he's another one who trains with Yuuji and his clan. He performed, I think last season, he advanced all the way to the ultra crazy cliffhanger. He failed. He made it past the first transition, but he did fail the moving transition. So not quite sure. For some reason, I can't envision him beating that. I do see him failing there again. And once again, this is just a bold prediction. You guys don't have to agree with me. But just based off of what I've seen so far, I think for Hioki, he is going to fail the ultra crazy cliffhanger, the second transition to the moving ledge. Naoki Iketani. Now this is a true OG here. If you don't know, he was a former gymnast. He's competed on many Sasuke tournaments, beginning from maybe like the second tournament. He's been on Sasuke for a very long time. He hasn't been on Sasuke for a few tournaments. On his page it said the last tournament he competed on was Sasuke 33. So he is kind of way past his prime now. So I'm not quite sure what his strengths are. If I do have to make a bold prediction, I do see him fortunately failing maybe the fishbone in stage 1. I feel like the fishbone is going to trip up a lot of ninjas, a lot of competitors. So glad to see him back on the course though. But if I would have to make a prediction for Iketani, I want to say fishbone stage 1. Great to see him though. Great to see him back. Wacky. Oh man, Wacky. I remember this one. So Wacky is another competitor who's been on Sasuke since probably like Sasuke 20, I believe, was his first tournament. So he's kind of in the newer era of Sasuke, but it's a fan favorite. He's been to stage 2 a couple times before. He's actually not that bad of a competitor. He has completed stage 1 a few times, but I don't think he's been on the show in a couple seasons. So my prediction for Wacky is how much I love him. I don't think he's gonna get that far. I do see him failing, probably making a small error on like the fishbone or dragon glider. I can see him failing either one of those obstacles in the stage 1. So my prediction for Wacky is, I want to say either fishbone or dragon glider stage 1. Let's continue. Shinsuke Nagasaki. Now, Shinsuke, the past couple seasons he's been on, I don't think he hasn't been to stage 3 in a while. Once he came back from competing, he's been very consistent in advancing to stage 3. But these past couple tournaments, for some reason, he's making these awkward fails at the spider drop in stage 2. So it's kind of unfortunate to see him fail on something, something so easy and something that he should be able to complete. But if I would have to make a prediction for Shinsuke, if he does not choke again, I would have to say stage 3 ultra crazy cliffhanger. I want to say, I haven't seen him train on it, so I'm going to say the first ledge, just to be fair. So my prediction for Shinsuke Nagasaki is stage 3 ultra crazy cliffhanger. Let's see who's next. Shingo Yamamoto. The only competitor to complete in every single Sasuke tournament. Shingo. I think the last time he's been to stage 2 was like Sasuke 30, so it's been a very long time. He seems to always make these silly mistakes on stage 1, and he's way past his prime, so I can see him. For Shingo, my prediction is going to be Fishbone. See him making just a silly mistake on Fishbone in stage 1. Satoshi Kano, another one. Back in the Shin Sasuke era, was a top competitor. Did advance to stage 4 once, I believe, in Sasuke 23. But he has competed. He's been missing some tournaments due to injury. He's been having some shoulder issues. So Kano is not at full strength. I believe he's also a bigger competitor, so those ledges may be tough on the Ultra Crazy Cliffhanger. But if I would have to make a prediction for Kano, is if he doesn't choke anywhere prior, I want to say the Ultra Crazy Cliffhanger, the transition to the moving platform. I think he should be able to clear the first platform because he has done it in the past. So I'm going to say transition to moving platform on the Ultra Crazy Cliffhanger. I just feel that impact is going to be too much on his shoulders and he is going to fail. Now, Ryo Mitachi, another strong competitor who had a breakout, had a redemption tournament last season. He advanced all the way to the third ledge, almost cleared the vertical limit Kai. Could have been only the second competitor to clear stage 3, but his grip gave out towards the end of the vertical limit Kai, and he failed. But so glad to see Ryo back in stage 3. That is his strength. That's his strong suit, stage 3. And if he doesn't choke on any earlier stages, I do see him. I think he was just so close last time. I think there shouldn't be any reason why he can't beat it this time. So in my prediction for Ryo, I say that he is going to advance to the final stage. In stage 4, however, not quite sure how his salmon ladder skills are. I feel like he's also a very slow competitor, just based on his previous attempts at stage 4. He's good with the ropes, but I feel like the salmon ladder is going to really slow him down. And I'm not sure how. I haven't seen any videos of him training on the salmon ladder, so I feel like he will time out or fail the salmon ladder in stage 4. So that's my prediction for Ryo. Stage 4, timeout or fail salmon ladder. Captain NBC, Jamie Ron, the only male representative from USA competing. Now, Captain NBC, very strong ninja, very consistent, been very consistent on AEW. Unfortunately, he didn't qualify for Vegas last season just due to him not getting to an obstacle at a certain time, which I just completely was upset about. But I feel like Sasuke is more of in his wheelhouse. He does train on a lot of vertical limit. He is a rock climber, so his strong shoots should be suited for stage 3. If I would have to make a prediction, because I'm pretty sure he's been speaking to Drew about the techniques for the Ultra Crazy Cliffhanger, so I do think he could get to that. He does have the grip for that. It would be very interesting to see him on the vertical limit. I do think that he has trained on vertical limit, and he says that he personally likes the vertical limit. I can envision him beating it and advancing to stage 4. So my prediction for Captain NBC is, I'm going to go on a limb here and say that he is going to advance to stage 4. He will be the second American athlete, or actually the third American athlete to complete stage 3. I just have confidence that, especially after that, not qualifying for Vegas, he's kind of more motivated. If everything goes right, I think he could complete stage 3. He has the potential to complete stage 3, but however, I'm not sure how fast he is on the salmon ladder. So if he did attempt stage 4, I do see him failing on the rope climb, timing out on the rope climb. So that's my prediction for Captain NBC. He is beating stage 3, but he is timing out on the rope climb in stage 4. Jun Sato, a parkour instructor. Now Jun, he's been pretty consistent these past few tournaments. He's advanced. I feel like last tournament, I think he failed the transition to the moving platform on the Ultra Crazy Cliffhanger. So he's been progressing. He's been slowly progressing because I remember the tournaments before he was always failing that first ledge. So he's finally gotten over the hump. However, I don't think he has the grip, the same grip as Yuuji, competitors like Yuuji, Yusuke, to kind of beat the vertical limit. So if I would have to make a prediction for him, June, I want to say, I mean, he could complete, like, he does have the potential to complete the cliffhanger, but I feel like for some reason he's going to fail that again. So I want to say transition to the moving platform on the Ultra Crazy Cliffhanger. For somehow, if he does complete that obstacle, I feel like he's going to fail the vertical limit. The first ledge, I think his grip is just going to give out. But my prediction for June is Ultra Crazy Cliffhanger transition to the moving platform or moving ledge. Sam Kendricks. Now, this is an interesting one. If you're not familiar with Sam Kendricks, he is a pole vaulter. He won the World Championships in 2017 and 2019. Great competitor, great sportsmanship, very consistent. So, but I did not know that he was actually competing. I didn't know he had a lot of passion for Ninja Warrior. So this is going to be very interesting to see. Now, he is a pole vaulter, so he should have great body awareness. He's very agile, very athletic. And I don't think Sasuke's first stage is as specific as A&W's first stage. So I do think if he doesn't slip on the fishbone, he should be able to pass stage 1. I think those obstacles should be fine for him. Stage 2, on the other hand, I'm not quite sure how his cardio is with the backstream and everything. So, and I've never seen him attempt a salmon ladder. So, my prediction for Sam Kendricks is, I want to say either between the salmon ladder Kadari, Nabori Kadari, to the backstream. I'm not sure if he's a strong swimmer or not. I think he will kind of, the backstream will be a little bit too much. And since he has no not familiar with these obstacles, no experience, I think he will have his downfall there. So I'm going to say, for Sam Kendricks, I'm going to say that it's either between the salmon ladder, Kadori, to the backstream. But I'm really excited to see what he can produce in Sasuke. Yuuji, another competitor, a former champion, a two-time total grand champion. He had a huge resurgence in Sasuke 36. He shocked everybody and advanced all the way to the third, I think it was the third ledge in the vertical limit Kai. So Yuuji has been really, he's, after a lot of years of disappointment, a lot of inconsistent performances, he's really came back on top. Now, I've been watching his vlogs, his training videos on YouTube. Very entertaining. You guys should definitely check it out. I will leave a link to his page on the bottom. But he's been training a lot on cliffhanger, crazy cliffhanger, vertical limit combo. He's been doing a lot of endurance, a lot of pull-ups. So I think that because he is getting up there in age, he's 41 now. If he can complete the second stage, because last tournament he was struggling, he barely beat stage 2. If he can get past the second stage again, he's another one who I think, if everything goes right, can complete stage 3. So I'm gonna, I have a lot of faith in Yuuji. I'm very confident. So I'm gonna be optimistic and say Yuuji will advance to stage 4. If anything, if he doesn't fail the vertical limit again. I think stage 4 for Yuuji. Not quite sure how he is on the salmon ladder, so I'm going to say he's either going to time out or fail on the salmon ladder. I'm just not quite sure. I've just seen him train a lot on the cliffhanger and vertical limit. I haven't seen any type of salmon ladder training. So I'm going to say he's going to time out or fail on the salmon ladder portion of stage 4. But really hope to see Yuuji have another strong run. Looking forward to it. Kenji Darvish. Now, Kenji Darvish, I believe, is a Golden Bomber. I think he is a singer. He's part of a band, a Japanese band. Um, he's actually been pretty consistent the past couple seasons. He's advanced. I think last season was his first time advancing to stage 3. He did fail the transition from the flying bar to the sidewinder, but he's a pretty strong competitor for where he's coming from. His background, he's been a pretty top. I wouldn't say top competitor, but he's been a strong competitor on the show. For some reason, though, I feel like he's gonna make a silly mistake in stage 1, maybe on the fishbone. So I could see him failing that. But if he does complete that and advance to stage 3 again, because I do think he will beat stage 2 again, he is going to fail. I just don't feel like he's agile enough to beat the sidewinder. So my prediction for Kenji is anywhere between the fishbone, for him just kind of making a silly mistake stage 1, because he has made silly mistakes in the past, to the sidewinder. Okay. I just don't think he has the correct technique for it, and he will fail there. Now we have Jessie Graff, the American female representative. Everybody knows Jessie Graff, the strongest female competitor in AEW currently. The last time she competed was Sasuke 34, and she killed it. She advanced all the way to stage 3, and she failed the Ultra Crazy Cliffhanger. She had, outstanding. Only woman in Sasuke history to complete stage 2. Jessie Graff, glad to see her back. Unfortunately, I just don't think she, from what I've seen from recent performances lately, I just don't see her passing that first ledge again. I think the Ultra Crazy Cliffhanger is her peak in Sasuke. I just don't see her getting further than that. So my prediction for Jessie Graff is transition, Ultra Crazy Cliffhanger, transition to the first ledge. Tomohiro Kawaguchi. In Sasuke terms, I would consider him Mr. Inconsistent. Tomohiro is a strong competitor. He has been to stage 4 before in the past. It's a rock climber. So his grip is going to be on point, his upper body. But he's been putting on some very inconsistent performances in Sasuke. Last season, he failed the crazy cliffhanger in the transition to the first ledge, which was very shocking. A lot of people were projecting him to actually advance to stage 4. With Kawaguchi, you never know how he's gonna end up, how he's gonna fare on the course. So he's kind of pretty inconsistent. But just based off of what I've seen in his past, I do think he is capable of completing stage 3. I think the vertical limit, he should be able to complete that. So I'm gonna say anywhere from Ultra Crazy Cliffhanger for him just making a silly mistake to stage 4. And in stage 4, I think that he is going to fail the ropes. I think he can get past the salmon ladder, but he's going to time out on the rope portion. And last but not least, our grand champion, or the reigning grand champion, Yusuke Morimoto. Now, the past 2 seasons, Yusuke has advanced to stage 4, and he came extremely close last season, missing the buzzer by seconds. And that is due to him kind of whiffing the rope on the salmon ladder to the rope, so he kind of lost a few seconds there. If Yusuke gets past stage 1, there's no doubt in my mind he's going to advance to stage 4 again. I do think this season, though, I'm very confident. I think just based off of what I've seen last season, the mistake that he made, I think Yusuke is going to complete stage 4. I think he will be the next grand champion. I think he will join Yuuji and be the only 2-time grand champions in Sasuke. I don't see him beating the course this time. I would be extremely shocked if he fails stage 4 again, because he was just so close last time. So my prediction for Yuuji is total victory. But overall, I'm really excited. I think it's going to be a great tournament. A lot of familiar faces, a lot of competitors coming back, a lot of new faces, some athletes, some world-class athletes. So I'm looking forward to watching it. I can't wait. I really hope that we're not blindsided by anything. I really hope some of these competitors that I mentioned, perform to their best. It would suck to see like a whole group of them just kind of make a silly error on one stage because we know what they're actually, what they're capable of. So yeah, that's my prediction. So if you guys like my video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. And that's it for right now. Hopefully everybody has a great holiday and Happy New Year. Peace.